should have arranged everything right before I started. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today is the very last day of of September, and I'm here filming my September favorites. But I can't believe that October is already here and that this much of the year has already gone by. Like 2018 has literally gone by like in a flash. And I don't think I've ever filmed a favorite city before, or have I? If I ever have, it's only been one ever. I don't even know what month I would have done it in. I have no idea. But I have been using and loving a lot of new things in September and really like the previous months before that. So I wanted to put them all in a video and show you guys what I have been loving. And if you do follow me on Instagram, I'll talk about things a lot there. But some of these things you guys have not heard me talk about. So if you guys like the makeup that I have on right now, I did film a video using all of the products that are my like favorites. But I wanted to get this favorites video up first since it is the last day of September. And this video will be coming later on in October. Not later on, but just, you know, next. And so if you guys like this makeup look, I am using pretty much all the products that I talked about right here. But I have some skincare, some random stuff. Well, it's not really random. And then, of course, makeup. So if you guys want to see all my September favorites, then just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so starting with my skincare, I have a couple different things. The first thing that I want to talk about and I'm the most excited about is this Ren AHA Smart Renewal Body Serum. This stuff, you guys, is so good. So I was gonna buy this during the Sephora VIB appreciation sale or whatever, but it was out of stock, or, you know, okay, let me rephrase that. So you can only use the code online one time, but by the time I had my cart ready, it went out of stock. And I'd never heard of it before, I've never seen anyone talk about it, but I just was like looking on Sephora.com and this popped up and the reviews were amazing and it definitely lives up to the hype of those reviews. So you literally just put it on, or I do, put it on before my moisturizer, just a really thin layer, and it makes your skin feel so soft and it's like so like, it just looks so smooth and like glowy. So it says a moisturizing body serum with AHAs that work with the skin to naturally exfoliate, leaving skin radiant with a natural glow. And that is so true. So it has lactic acid, probiotic extract to strengthen skin's barrier, xylitol to help plump and smooth. I don't know, it smells like vanilla icing with a little bit of orange, like when you're like, if you've ever eaten it out of the tub, like I may or may not have ever done. So it smells really good, and your skin feels tighter but not in an uncomfortable way, but it's very moisturizing. And like I was on Instagram stories talking about how I needed a new moisturizer because my skin is so dry at the end of the day, even after using like their Road & Field's body cream, Bum Bum cream, Cetaphil, like I've used all different kinds, but this is what I was missing and I use it every single day. My skin feels so smooth and it's never been softer or like brighter, and I don't get those like little like cracks, not cracks in my legs, but just where you can like see your skin and it needs some hydration. I don't get that anymore now that I have this, and even the next day when I wake up my skin is smooth. So I highly recommend this Ren AHA body serum. Amazing. Next thing I want to give a little shout out to is this Body Shop body butter. I have the almond scent. This smells amazing, but it feels even better. So I've been using that with my little AHA serum every single day. But one of you guys told me to buy this on my Instagram stories. You just gave me suggestions when I was complaining about how dry my skin still is. And I went and smelled all of them. This one was my favorite because it's so light, but smells so good. It just smells delicious. Like I love it. My husband loves it. And it feels super moisturizing on the skin without being like too thick. But I got the smaller container because I wasn't sure if I was just gonna love it, but I do love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the full size. So this is the Body Shop Nourishing Body Butter. Love it. Next, in the same little skin department, I have two things from L'Occitane. I was pronouncing it, if that's even right. My friend Megan told me that's how you say it. But I was, you know, good old Alabama girl was saying L'Octane. Roll Tide to that. How more country could you get? But this is the L'Occitane shower oil and the supple skin oil. So basically they're both almond scented, which obviously I love almond. But I also have the body butter. It's just okay though, but I had to talk about these two. So this you use in the shower, and I've used this so much and still have a good bit left. But I did buy this during the Sephora VIB appreciation sale upon recommendation of one of you guys as well, and I have been using every single day since. Now what I love about this is it does actually like you apply it and then it does turn like a milky consistency and just kind of cleanses you as well, even though I use my normal, you know, body wash first, then leaves your skin feeling so silky and smooth. And it smells great. I use this when I shave now. My skin feels amazing and it looks amazing, and a little bit goes a long way. It also does not make the bottom of your tub slippery because if you've ever been there, it's dangerous, and that does not do anything. So no issues with that, and I love the shower oil. And then I also just have the supple skin oil. So like on nights, like last night, I took a shower at night. I'm usually a daytime kind of shower person, and I have used this in the daytime, but I really like it at night because I can just like lather up in the oil. I use my AHA serum from Ren, I use my Body Shop almond body butter, and then it's a spray, so you just spray this in your hand and then mix it with the lotion and rub it all over, and you feel, oh, it's amazing. And of course the smell, like I said, smells so good. So these are more pricey items. I think this was $50. I got it 20% off from the L'Occitane website. And then this one was only like $28 for the 8-ounce bottle, so not bad at all. And I'll definitely be repurchasing these when I run out. Next, for skincare as well, I am obsessed with this body scrub. This is the Frank Body Scrub. I got the coconut coffee smell. And I'm not a coffee lover, and you don't have to be a coffee lover to love the way that coffee smells, because it does smell good, but this is strong. It is so strong. But I was also looking for some recommendations for body exfoliants, and a lot of you guys said the Tea Tree Hut or Tree Hut, whatever, body scrub. They have a lot of different fragrances of that at Ulta. I bought one of those. It's not gritty enough for me. I bought some of the ocean salts from Lush. I've tried several different kinds, and none of those were really like super gritty and exfoliating. And then I have tried the Buddy Scrub. I also bought that at Ulta, and I had like the lime whatever scent, and that was really good and exfoliating. But since it was like sugar crystals, as it sat in the shower with like the steam and stuff, whenever you would go to use it, it would come out in like big clumps, and then it would literally scratch your skin. Like it was like you were rubbing your body with rocks, because it would just get super hard after just sitting in the shower for a little bit. So I stopped using that after I had bought like 2 or 3 bags, because it is really good, but this is so much better. And yes, it does smell like coffee, which is super strong. I would love if they came out with different scents, but this is like the perfect amount of scrubbiness so that it actually really gets off that dead skin, but it doesn't hurt you like the Buddy Scrub one did. So this is so good, and they have, I think, 3 other scents, and this is like $18 I think I paid at Ulta before you could use a little coupon. They do always have the $3.50 off coupon, so you know, not too expensive, and you get 7.5 ounces. So like you can literally smell it through the bag, straight up coffee and coconut. But my skin seriously loves this stuff, so good. Okay, moving right along, I just want to give a quick little mention to this Origins Plant Description Anti-Aging Power Eye Cream. This is so good. They have another one that's pretty much the same name, but it's in a little jar. I bought the one with the pump on accident because my friend Anna recommended it. This is the one I thought she was talking about, and I was in Scotland, and my service/Wi-Fi was not good there, so I couldn't actually see any of the pictures on Sephora's website, and this is the one that I ordered. Still really good. I've never used an eye cream that I've seen such instant results with. Even though this doesn't claim to like help with dark circles, like the next day when I use this, my dark circles look so much less dark and black, and it's nice and moisturizing without making your under eye feel heavy. It's just really good, and I definitely will repurchase this when I run out because I love it that much. Like, it's super good. And then one more thing for skincare, I just kind of give an honorable mention to this because I only used it one time. It's still wet for being in the shower, but this is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. So it's basically like a little quick mask you can do in the shower because you actually apply it after you've washed your face to clean damp skin. So you leave this on for 30 minutes, you leave this on for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. You don't need to leave it on for very long because it is strong. Like, your face will be super tingly, almost to where it burns, but not where it's painful, if that makes any sense. But you can definitely feel it working. So I left mine on for maybe a minute tops. Like, I tried to shave my legs and do other things while I was sitting, but I didn't want to get out of the shower and have like a super red face with like a bad reaction because it feels super strong, but it literally makes your skin feel so smooth. And I had a lot of texture on my face just from like, I don't know what was going on with my skin. Like, I used some skincare products that I normally use just in a different combination, and my skin did not like it. But you can use this once or twice a week, once a day, in the morning or at night. Like I said, you leave it on for at least 30 seconds to 2 minutes, no longer, and your skin just feels like a baby's butt. So I'm gonna keep using this a couple more times, but I had to mention it because last night when I got out of the shower, my skin has never felt so good. Moving along, I bought a Beauty Blender Cleanser Solid. I had one of these years ago and never really thought much about it, but I bought this at Ulta a couple weeks ago, and I've only washed my brushes and my freelance kit brushes like 3 or 4 times, and this is how much is already gone, so it doesn't last really long. And I can definitely see why people just fly through these things and buy a lot of backups when they go on sale, because they go really quickly. But it does work really well to clean your brushes. And I am going to try the Sephora brand cleaner because I've heard that one's even better than the Beauty Blender one, and it's like $8. My friend Anna also recommended that to me. So if you guys have tried the Sephora one in comparison to the Beauty Blender and you have like good or bad thoughts, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate that. And then to go along with that, I have been using my Sigma Spa Glove again. Now, I'd much rather prefer the matte. I'll have to order that one, but I have been using this just laying it in the bottom of my sink. And so it has different little purposes on each side, but this is the side that I like to use. So you wash in the middle, you rinse them off with this little wavy section up here, and then this is where you dry them, and it really does make such a big difference of how your brushes dry. Not that it makes them dry more quickly or anything, but just like when you're really scrubbing your brushes, because I usually use just like the palm of my hand, but the bristles aren't laying like as smoothly when you're letting them dry as it does when you rinse off with this little section and then like refine them with this refine section to dry. So I've really been loving that. That really does make a big difference on how my brushes feel like right after they've been cleaned and like they're dry and I'm using them. So I've been loving this again. I think I'm gonna buy the matte because I really like this, but I want something I can actually lay in my sink that's meant to be there with a little suction cup. So that is it for the skincare. Now we're gonna move into the makeup, which is like my favorite part. So I usually like to go in the order of when I apply them, so I kind of have everything spread out and I hope I remember everything where I need it to be. So this is the MAC Strobe Cream. You guys have heard me talk about this in a tutorial, but ever since then I have been hooked on it. I use it every single day underneath my makeup, and it just makes your skin feel so hydrated. Even though I've already hydrated my moisturizer, my sunscreen's also a moisturizer, and then I use this on top of it. It just makes your makeup apply amazingly. It looks so flawless, and it does have the little pearls in it, so it gives your skin a radiance, and it's beautiful. I have Silver Light. They make like 4 or 5 other shades, like peach, red, pink, gold light, but I like the Silver Light so far the best, and I may repurchase a different shade, but so far this is the one that I've been loving. I even bought one for my kid. So it smells good, which doesn't matter to some people, but I love the way that it smells, and it makes your makeup look amazing. Next, I have the Hourglass Veil Primer. Now, years ago, I got a little deluxe sample with the Sephora order. I love the sample. I used it up, and I went and bought the full size, and I felt like the formula was different. So I just kind of threw it in my freelance kit, and it makes your skin look amazing, but I wasn't really just like wowed by it after I'd gotten, you know, through the little sample. Well, I don't know what made me buy this a couple weeks ago, but I have not stopped using it since. Like, I've been using it with my Sisley primer, my Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection primer. This has been my go-to. Like, this stuff is amazing. I even bought the jumbo size during the Sephora sale because I love it so much. It works really well on really oily skin. It works well on normal skin. If you have good skincare, you can even use it with dry skin, but it feels like silk when you're applying it, and makeup stays all day. It looks super smooth. Like, this is a must-have for me. So that's the Hourglass Veil Primer. Next, I want to talk about my current favorite foundation. I have been using this thing up, no joke. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. I have the shade 28 Warm Nude, but I do need to buy a lighter shade because I'm starting to lose my tan. So today I had to mix it in with my Estee Lauder Double Wear, but I still need to go even a little bit lighter, but I just haven't had a chance to go to Ulta, which is rare for me, but I just haven't. But I cannot stop singing the praises of this foundation. Like, it lasts all day. It gives your skin the most like beautiful radiance from within, which I was not expecting when I first applied it because it is pretty thick. Everyone has tried it because I talk about it so much, has been telling me how much they love it. They've gotten their mom to use it, their best friend to use it. You guys, it's like $11 and it's amazing. It is so, so good. Next, I have a concealer, and this is nothing new. Again, I just haven't filmed in a while, but I have to talk about how much I love this concealer. Now, you guys know that Shape Tape was like my holy grail. I have this many backups of Shape Tape. It's like, I loved Shape Tape. I did an Instagram live one day and decided that I would use this concealer just because it was new, and I wasn't just blown away by it like I was the Shape Tape. Even though like the coverage was great, I still needed a little bit more time to decide, you know, if I liked it or not, so I kept using it. And then I just slowly started to realize that I was using this over my Shape Tape every single day, and I still am. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. So I have some darker shades to contour with. I use these under my eyes. I have the shade Vanilla, Almond, and then when I was tanner, I was also mixing in Golden Beige. And I just haven't touched my Shape Tape since, which kind of sucks because I have all of these backups. But you guys, this concealer is so good. Do not sleep on it. I really thought I would never use another concealer until this one came along. And even though Shape Tape is not dry at all, it does not dry my under eye, this one somehow is more light, more radiant, more hydrating, yet thinner and lighter consistency than the Shape Tape, but you get the same results but better. Like, it is so good. I don't want to go on and on about it anymore, but you guys have got to try this concealer. It is so good. For me, and I know a lot of other people, this is slowly taking over your Shape Tape obsession because it is really, really good. Next, I'm going to go into powders, and I have already talked about this powder on my channel because I love it so much. But this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. This powder is amazing. It tops everything I've ever tried. But I had also purchased the Huda Beauty powders in Banana Bread and the Pound Cake shade. And I actually have, since I did a tutorial on this makeup look, I have the Fit Me powder on this side and the Huda Beauty powder on this side, because in the video I was kind of showing you guys you do not need to spend the money on the Huda Beauty, even though I love all of Huda Beauty's products. I love her and her brand, nothing against them or the whole packaging controversy, but this powder is so good and it's so much cheaper. But this powder is so good, you guys, and I went more in depth on it in the video, so I don't want to continue to just blab on about it here. And next I have another little honorable mention, but literally this is my obsession. I only used it 2 times, but it has my heart. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte's Genius Magic Powder. And you can use it under your under eye and on your face. You guys, this powder is stunning. So we all remember when Jaclyn Hill talked about the Lancome Absolute Pesh powder that she used, which is amazing. It really is. And everyone was like going crazy over it. I don't even know that you can find it anymore. I ordered mine off of Macy's and I feel like it's not even, that shade is not even on the website anymore, but I'm not completely sure. Don't quote me on that. But it really was kind of hard to get a hold of after the fact because she talked about it and everyone went crazy over it. And another powder that a lot of people love and is really popular is the Cover FX setting powder. So I feel like this powder from Charlotte Tilbury is like Cover FX powder, and the Lancome Absolute Pesh powder had a baby. And I have the shade 02 Fair Medium. Yes, and they have 2 other shades, a fair shade and a deeper shade. And this powder, you guys, is so amazing. It literally gives you the most beautiful radiance from within, just like those 2 had a baby, and makes your skin look so, so ethereal and flawless. And I just use my damp sponge to just kind of press it all over into my skin, and it is so good. Now, it is expensive. It has a smell, which a lot of people say it smells like feet. A lot of the reviews said that. And Young, Wild, and Polish, who made me buy it, actually said that. But it really smells like really, really heavy scented crayons. And I can't smell it on my face anymore, but it does kind of linger for a couple minutes. But even if it did smell like raunchy, dirty feet, I would still use it on my face because it just makes your skin look so beautiful. I mean, and I am using my favorite primer, the strobe cream, my favorite foundation, the Maybelline Superstay, all that kind of stuff in conjunction with this powder and the Maybelline Fit Me under my eyes. But it looks amazing. And I did use this under my eyes yesterday when I used it for the first time and fell in love. It does give your under eye a nice radiance as well, just like it does over your whole face. But I wanted to see what it looked like today with using my regular Maybelline Fit Me and then this all over, and I love it so much. So if you have a little extra money or you want to save up for this, I highly recommend because it is so, so beautiful. Now, I don't have a new bronzer or anything that I've been obsessing over, but I do quickly want to mention this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn for cream contour. This blends out so well. It lasts all day. When you put your powder bronzer on top of it, it just gives a really pretty finish. I love this stuff. And I also use the shade Toffee when I'm more tan. So I have on Fawn today. It looks amazing, blends amazing. You need it. It's like $3. Next on the face products, I have been loving my Bare Minerals Beige for Days blush. This is a very neutral shade. I have it on my cheeks right now. It doesn't look like much. It is so stunning. It's matte, but it doesn't make your skin look dry or look really flat. And I love this particular shade. And I just had to mention it because it doesn't fade on me. It doesn't budge. And I just love the shade. So that's the Bare Minerals Beige for Days blush. Next, I have 2 highlighters. So one that I actually use to highlight my face, and that's what I have on today. This is the Essence Pure Nude Be My Highlight highlighter, and it's a glow from within. It's not something that's going to make you super glowy and blinding. It just makes your skin look so pretty. And they do have a deeper shade, but I don't think it has the same really subtle finish, and I like that about it. So I've been using this almost every single day. And next for a highlight, I have the Maybelline and Nikkie Tutorials Master Chrome Highlighter. Again, this doesn't actually have a name on it, but it is the shade 250. And I've been using this as my inner corner highlight. Now, I have it mixed with something else today, so it's not as bright, but I did put it on the tip of my nose when I was highlighting my inner corners just for an extra pop. And this is like the perfect inner corner highlight shade. Like, I have not been able to stop using this as well, and it is beautiful. I really love this Master Chrome formula, and I have the Molten Rose Gold and the Molten Gold. Like, these are really good. Next, before we get into the lip products and wrap it up, I have an eyeshadow palette that I want to mention, and this is not new by any means, but it's new to me because I finally decided to buy it. I watched one of Kate Davis's lives and she used this, and she didn't even do like a crazy makeup look, but it looked so beautiful on her, and she's so beautiful. Here I am with it. So this is the Anastasia's Soft Glam palette. Again, not new, and you guys are probably like, why the heck is she just not talking about this? But I love this palette so much, you guys. We recently went to Vancouver and I took this with me over my Anastasia Mono Renaissance, and I always take Mono Renaissance with me when I go on vacations, and this one came instead, and I loved it every single day that I wore it. Anastasia is hands down one of my favorite formulas, and this palette does not disappoint at all. And then next I have this Kat Von D Signature Brow Pencil. I talked about this in one of my more recent tutorials, but I love this pencil. And again, I have like a ton of Anastasia brow wizzes, but this is definitely my new favorite. And I love the shape of it. It's so precise. It's not as soft in texture as the Anastasia. And I'll be honest, the Kat Von D swatches like shit. And the only reason why I even bought it is because my friend Albie, who loves makeup and she's great at makeup, she told me that I needed to get it, so I bought it during the sale. But it does not swatch well, as you can see. I already tried to swatch it. But that is the Anastasia, and the Kat Von D one is obviously on the top, so it does not swatch well. But on your eyebrows, because it is so much more hard, like in texture, like it feels harder when you swatch it, it's so precise, and it still just blends so well onto your skin without making your eyebrows look too harsh. Because I can easily get like Oscar the Grouch eyebrows really quickly when I use the Brow Wiz, because it is so soft. Even though I love it, just the Kat Von D is like what I've been looking for. It's super precise because my eyebrows are kind of spotty and sparse, but it looks so amazing, and my eyebrows, I can do them so quickly when I use this. But this is just like so quick and easy because it's literally just like hair stroke. So if you guys have not tried this brow pencil yet, because like once you've tried the Anastasia Brow Wiz, you pretty much have it made up in your head that there's nothing else that's better, and I was the same way. But that Kat Von D pencil is like A1, it's great. Next, and we're almost done, last thing before we get to lips and then we're done, is the Benefit Roller Lash. Again, not a new product, but I have been, and you guys have heard me talk about this, I've been using the Roden & Fields Lash Boost for probably like 6 months now, a little bit longer than that. And so my eyelashes are actually long and actually worth putting on mascara instead of wearing false lashes. So like today I don't have on false lashes, but I use the Benefit Roller Lash, and this has become my new favorite. You guys know I used to rave about the L'Oreal Telescopic, and I do have other favorites, but this one is what I reach for every single day. Lastly, I have a couple lip products that I want to talk about. I have to talk about this Pat McGrath lip liner. This is the shade Contour, and if you guys follow Jackie Riley, you probably already heard someone talk about this. But these lip liners remind me a lot of the ColourPop because they glide on so easily. Like I have not issues with the MAC lip liners, but it's just not as creamy and smooth. Now this is like either 28 or 38. I'm not sure. They're pricey. It's Pat McGrath. It's not cheap. But they really are worth the money. Like, okay, I put that on the back of my hand, and this is the shade, by the way. That's the shade Contour. So it's like the perfect kind of like pinky brown. But what's crazy is these things like do not budge. I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit longer so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, because the first time I ever swatched them and tried to wipe off the swatch, like the swatches did not want to go anywhere. Like I was scrubbing so hard. So they're really long wearing. She has a lot of pretty shades, but Contour is definitely my favorite. Next, for actual lipsticks, I have two that I want to mention. First, I have to talk about these Huda Beauty Demi Mattes. These are so gorgeous. It's not like a liquid lipstick, so it doesn't dry down completely matte. But they're so comfortable. They last a really long time. I guess they're comparable to the ColourPop Ultra Satins. This is in the shade Day Slayer, and I wore this like almost every single day in Vancouver, paired with this Pat McGrath lip liner. Really pretty kind of pinky brown nude, and I bought the red one in Boy Collector, but I have not used that one yet. And then lastly, I have this Alexa Prosecco Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Victoria. Now, if you guys know Jessie James Decker, or have seen her or follow her, she's beautiful, she's amazing, she's so sweet. Like if there's one person that I actually want to meet, it would definitely be her, because she's just, I love her and her family. They're just beautiful, all of them. She did a collab with Alexa Prosecco Cosmetics, I think like a year or two ago, with like her perfect nude lip combo. And I'm so stupid I did not buy it, but I saw online that the shade Victoria is very similar to the lipstick shade that she collabed with her on. Does that make sense? So this is the shade Victoria, and I have been loving this as well. That's it on the bottom right there. It's super creamy. It feels amazing on your lips. It's not drying, but I've also been loving it to put like a really pale nude under it, and then using this one just to give it that perfect like peachy kind of nude shade. So that is a lipstick, and then now I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with this lip liner. So I'm going to apply like some force to this, and it is kind of smudging, which oops, I smudge it into the lipstick. That's wonderful. But as you can see, and it probably wouldn't have smudged even that much with the lipstick not on it, But that lip liner is like no joke. Like, it does not budge, and it's crazy because most lip liners, you know, just wipe away. But it's so good. Like, even with this towel, like I'm using a little towel to try to wipe it off, it's still there. Like, it's heavy duty, it really is. And the very last thing that I want to talk about is this Flower Beauty lip gloss. And when I first bought this lip gloss and I swatched it, because I had never seen it in person, so I just ordered it off of Ulta, I was like, ew, because it has like big chunks of gold glitter in it. But I actually put it on for the first time like a week ago. You guys, this lip gloss is stunning. It's like holographic, so it gives your lips like this beautiful sheen. You can't feel the glitter in it. Like, oh my gosh, I wish that I would have tried it sooner because I've had it for a while now. But this is what this swatch looks like, and it's the prettiest pinky nude shade with the glitter. Oh my, let's just put it on, why don't we? But seriously, it is so good. I don't know if you guys can see, like, it just gives like your lips the prettiest kind of like pop. So good. And I think she has other shades in this formula, maybe one other shade, because it's called the Galaxy Glaze Holographic Lip Gloss. But you have got to try this one if you love a good nude. This is in the shade 05 Angelic. So good. Whew. Okay, so that is it for this video. I talked 90 to nothing, like my lungs literally hurt from filming both these videos back to back. Whew. But that is everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions of things you think I should try that I would love after seeing this video, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any thoughts of anything that I talked about or any questions, also let me know in the comments down below. And perfect timing because Graham just woke up from his nap. Whew. But if you guys are new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.